In the last segment, we talked about the relationship between you, your pharmacy, and a pharmacy benefits manager, or a third party company that handles uh, transactions with you and your pharmacy to help lower the cost of your pharmacy benefits, or at least that's the idea behind these companies. So essentially, you take your prescription to the pharmacy. The They give you a prescription, you pay them a certain amount of money, they get your insurance card, bill your third party, they get a payment from the third party, they get a co-payment from you, and that's how the pharmacy gets paid. You pay your PBM or your pharmacy benefits manager, you or your employer does, pays a premium for their service in this whole transaction. And it would be really simple if, say, the pharmacy charged say they charged $100 for a prescription, and that was the pharmacy's price. And when you went to the pharmacy, your insurance company picked up $80, and you got charged 20 is the amount that you would pay, and the PBM would pay 80, giving the pharmacy $100. Or even in the case if say that was I guess in a simple schematic, the PBM may negotiate a cheaper price where a cash price for that drug may be $100. If you came in off the street without a PBM on your side or without an insurance coverage, you would pay $100. Whereas with your PBM, maybe the overall price now is now $90. They've negotiated a lower price with the pharmacy. You would pay your $20 copay. The PBM would pay 70 instead of 80. Thereby, with that lower price negotiation strategy, helping save the healthcare system money. Or again, that's kind of the idea behind it is that they're lowering the cost to your prescription benefit plan. Now, what I want to talk about is a thing called spread pricing that has gotten a lot of controversy. So, when we refer to spread pricing by a PBM, we talk about the price that's when the pharmacy does this transaction, and they get paid a certain amount from the PBM. Say that the cash price again is $100 for the prescription, via for cash if there wasn't a third party involved. The PBM negotiates a lower price. Say they negotiate a lower price and are able to get that same medication for say $80. And in this transaction, again, you're still going to pay your $20 copay in this transaction. The overall cost of it is now going to be 80, so the PBM only has to pay 60. So the PBM pays the pharmacy 60, you pay the pharmacy 20. But when the PBM communicates with you and shows your explanation of benefits or EOB statement to you or your employer, they show that the pharmacy's price was $100. Or this is what they would bill you or your employer for this service. The PBM paid 60, the patient still paid out of pocket, so the PBM paid 60, billed you or your employer 100, and of course the difference that in this transaction is referred to as the spread. So that $40 is called the spread. And this is a common term in the PBM world or in the insurance world, and it's been interesting to me as a pharmacist because I have patients sometimes when at the end of the year or when they get a letter from their insurance company saying that they owe some amount or there's something that's come up, and the patient will bring that letter to me. I've always found it fascinating the difference in what the pharmacy actually gets paid, and what the PBM tells the employer and or the patient what they paid the pharmacy, or what that benefit was, and that these numbers typically do not add up, do not equal. And you can look for some studies and see where this is a common practice. Not every drug, may have a spread, but many of them do. And this is just another way. This is one of the functions of the PBM, and this $40 spread is very important to their business model. So it's something that needs to be talked about, and it clouds the actual cost of the pharmacy benefit, and it's something that all patients need to be aware of.